Ladies and gentlemen, many of you might remember Tamir Rice, killer cop Timothy Loman. He has been trying to apply to all these different police departments, and no one will hire him. And I'm glad it finally got to this point. Just because you got let off the hook for killing a child, it does not mean the public has forgiven you. See, a lot of times these folks think because they're exonerated and they don't have to be responsible for killing someone, well, you might have gotten off the hook in a court of law, or maybe the police let you off the hook altogether, but that doesn't mean the public feels the same way. So, help not wanted. No one will hire Tamir Rice, killer. Thank you. And that's the way it should be. This came out on News One. And ladies and gentlemen, it came out today, December 20th, 2019. The ruling in Cleveland on Friday that upheld the firing of Tamir Rice's killer cop laid bare a number of facts about Timothy Loman, the aptly surnamed former police officer who shot the 12-year-old on sight in 2014, just like a Tatiana Jefferson. He shot just seconds after arriving. So Tamir Rice didn't even have a chance at all. Chief among those facts was that the Cleveland Police Department was justified in firing Loman, according to the Associated Press, even if it did not take nearly 3 years to terminate him from the force. However, the proceedings of Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court also made something else abundantly clear. Seemingly, absolutely no one will hire Loman for any work whatsoever. Good. That serves him right. That's the way it should be. You shouldn't be able to be out here killing a child and then think that you should be embraced by another police department. That's garbage. There are a few of those police forces that I think like 2 of them tried to hire him, but the public outcry was so loud, they had to let him go. How do you send this man back out on the street after he killed a child? You can't. The Cleveland Police Patrolmen Association, CPPA, the union for officers, was bankrolling the appeal to Loman's firing, but the termination was upheld in court last year around this time. Fast forward a year, and now an arbitrator has upheld that decision. The CPPA was working for Loman to get his job back with the Cleveland Police Department because apparently there is no work for him in law enforcement anywhere else. Well, there shouldn't be. I mean, what makes this man think he should be on anybody's police force? Seriously, what makes him think he should be on anyone's police force? The ironic thing is that Loman wasn't actually fired for killing Rice. Loman, who said he feared for his life when he and his partner sped up to Tamir in their cruisers, hopped out and killed the 12-year-old boy within seconds, which they did. You saw it on camera. He was ultimately clear of any criminal wrongdoing. This guy is not fit to be a cop. And that also came out when he was in the police academy. But they hired him anyway. And no, he He's not cleared of anything with the public. That's what you must understand. You put him on any police force, you're going to get some terrible backlash. But Loman lied on his application to the Cleveland Police Department and conveniently left out the fact that he was previously fired from another Ohio police department for being unfit for duty over concerns that he could not follow simple directions, could not communicate clear thoughts nor recollections, and his handgun performance was dismal. Okay, then why was he hired in the first place? And you had all of this information from another police department. Oh, well, he lied. Okay, well, that just go to show you they did not do a good background check on him if he told those lies and he was able to get hired by Cleveland. The Associated Press reported that Loehmann has had at least one other job opportunity, but he was shamed into not moving forward with it. Loman was offered a part-time position with a police department in the southeast Ohio village of Bel Air in October 2018, but withdrew his application days later after Tamir's mother, Samaria, and others criticized the hiring, the Associated Press wrote. Yes, and I remember that. And I'm glad to see that his mother is very proactive in fighting against this cop getting hired as an officer. With the president bragging about how low the unemployment rate is, maybe Loman need to expand his search to include potential opportunities that are not in law enforcement. Well, he doesn't belong in law enforcement at all. At least one former police officer who shot an unarmed Black person while on duty in another high-profile case of police brutality and implicit bias has stayed within the industry of her choice. Betty Shelby. Yeah, and that should not have happened. The former Tulsa police officer who shot and killed Terrence Kushner. Yeah, Terrence Crutcher, a Black man who had his hands raised when he was shot. And remember, she tried to say he reached into his car and the SUV, the windows were up. He couldn't reach into there because, and she lied. She did what a lot of these cops do. She lied. Okay, so she was sworn in as a reserve deputy with the Roger County Sheriff's Office in Oklahoma a little over a year later. Okay, so Shelby, if you remember, she's teaching a course of how police can survive a shooting legally, emotionally, and physically. The Washington Post reported, showing that there are still police departments that will hire killer cops. Absolutely. This is America after all. Of course they will. Ladies and gentlemen, this is outrageous. It really is. And not to mention the fact that the police department should never rehire cops that kill people unarmed. Never. It is a problem. And how can you really send that person back out to the public? Who's going to feel comfortable with Timothy Loman showing up on the scene? But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.